One of the world's most infectious diseases, hepatitis B, affects more than 2 billion people and has almost 400 million chronic carriers worldwide. And while standard HBV vaccines are generally effective, hepatitis B is still responsible for the death of up to 1 million people every year. That's 2 people every minute of every hour, every day. Saigen presents Cybivac, third-generation hepatitis B vaccine. Up to 100 times more infectious than HIV, hepatitis B, with the potentially life-threatening liver diseases it causes, is among the world's most serious health problems.
In large population, through what we call vertical transmission from infected mothers to their babies, or horizontal transmission within families where there is one person who is infected with the virus, as well as through sexual contact or through the administration of unscreened blood products.
Endemic to the developing world, large-scale migration has seen the hepatitis B virus spread to the West.
Now, in the West, previously there's a low incidence, but now they're also being affected, I think mainly because of 3 reasons. The first is that there is migration of Asians population to States, Europe and Australia. Together with it, they have the carrier problems being carried on. The second is the intravenous uses, sharing of needles and so forth. The third is the transmission of sexual transmission, right? And so these 3 modes of transmission leads to there is now an increase of incidence of hepatitis B in the West.
To combat HBV's continuing threat, an international team of scientists and clinicians has succeeded in developing Cybivac, a highly immunogenic, third-generation mammalian cell-derived recombinant vaccine that induces more rapid and higher-titered anti-HB seroprotection.
Cybivac is the only available hepatitis B vaccine which contains the 3 hepatitis B virus envelope proteins S, pre-S1 and pre-S2. In contrast to the yeast-derived vaccine, which contains only the small surface antigen of the envelope protein, Cybivac has been shown to induce accelerated immunity when the pre-S1 and pre-S2 epitopes have been included in the vaccine.
While standard vaccines have proven efficacious in most populations, Cybivac, with all 3 native proteins, provides higher and faster immunogenicity with only half or a quarter of the dosage. Facts especially important for high-risk groups and those resistant to the standard vaccines.
This, in clinical trials, have shown that there is a better immune response to the hepatitis, the surface antigen. More importantly is that the increase in the antibody, it seems to be earlier than the yeast-based vaccines. And there is also a group of the non-responders seems to be able to respond.
Extensive clinical trials carried out in Asia, the Middle East, and Europe tested Cybivac on over 5,000 subjects.
In one study we carried out, babies received this vaccine within 2 days of their birth. And we found that this provided very high levels of antibodies. And this by itself is protective, especially in babies born to mothers who are infected with the virus.
Experience gained in populations of children in Europe vaccinated with Cybivac revealed that the children and young adults develop very large titers of anti-HBs antibodies, which are much higher than titers produced by the conventional yeast-derived vaccines.
Wherever and whenever we tested it, it proved superior to a higher or to a lower degree, but always superior to the standard. It proved in neonates and in children and in adults and in immune suppressed and in non-responders. Whenever it was tested, it was superior and at lower quantities. That is, we gave less foreign protein and got more protection.
Manufactured entirely in Saigen's own state-of-the-art facilities, CyBvac is biosynthesized from mammalian cells using the globally proven technology responsible for many of today's best-known treatments, such as erythropoietin, human growth hormone, and others. Combining a highly trained and dedicated staff, advanced equipment, and strict levels of quality control procedures, Saigen ensures that all its processes conform to the most stringent GMP standards. And Saigen's advanced R&D department ensures that further developments are already in the pipeline. Currently available in single-dose vials for adults, children, and neonates, the CyBvac vaccine will soon be available in pre-filled disposable syringes as well. CyBvac, the only currently available third-generation vaccine containing all 3 hepatitis B proteins for highly immunogenic vaccination with no adverse effects. CyBvac, looking beyond convention.